today's topic will be valuation of debt securities. As all of you know, this is our chapter number 5. We have already covered first 4 chapters and also chapter number 6. So, what we mean when we say this valuation of fixed income securities. We basically mean valuing or pricing of fixed income financial assets. What are the fixed income financial assets? The assets which pay fixed return. So, in valuing fixed income securities, you have to follow certain steps. I know we have already discussed all of these things. You have already learned these things. Just to recap so that we can build on these things afterwards. So, what are the steps? Step one. The step one is basically estimation of the cash flows. So estimating cash flows. This is pretty straightforward. In the case of the fixed income securities, as all of us know that estimating cash flows for the fixed income securities, there are two parts. The first part is the coupon payments you get. Usually these coupon payments are semi-annual coupon payments. The second part is the principal amount you will get back at the maturity of that fixed income securities. So it's pretty straightforward. We do not have any difficulty for in estimating these cash flows. However, things get pretty different, or we can say pretty tough for a certain kind of bonds. Usually, those bonds, uh, those situations, or the example of those situations when these things can get tough is examples of situations when estimating cash flows of a fixed income security gets tough. Again, number one, when the issuer or the investor has the option to change contractual due date of the payment of the principal. So, change in the contractual due date. So, for example, what we mean by this is, let's suppose if it's a callable bond, or it's a portable bond, or it's a mortgage-backed security, or the asset-backed security. You know, callable and portable bonds can change the life of the bond, and also in the case of mortgage-backed and asset-backed securities, the investor, the borrower can prepay. So it can again mean the same. Second, when the coupon payments are reset periodically, just in the case of floaters. So when the coupon payments are reset periodically, right? So we know these are the floaters. Third, when investors have a option to convert security into common stock. So Basically, we are talking about convertible bonds, right? So in these scenarios, the cash flows of any bond can vary from the one situation to another situation. From our point of view, these are the special circumstances in which cash flows can vary, and we will deal with them separately in our upcoming lectures. Okay. Uh, what is the second step? The second step is determining appropriate rate or rates. So, what we mean by determining appropriate rate is determining the discount rate. What we mean by the discount rate is basically the interest rate or the yield to maturity. Let me put it here. The interest rate or yield to maturity. Right. So in the case of the government securities, this is the yield you get on those government securities. We actually have discussed these things in detail in our previous step. So the final step, step 3, is when you got both the cash flows and when you got the discount rate, what you need to do is discount the cash flows using interest rate. So when you discount those cash flows using the not the interest rate, let's put the discount rate. When you discount the cash flows using the discount rate, you will get the uh, value of that particular security, which we call the present value of the security. Uh, all of us, all of us know the formula for the present value of. All of us know the formula for the present value of security, which is PV equals to the expected cash flows divided by expected cash flows in period T. Let me put it like this. So expected cash flows T and divided by 1 plus R 1 plus R raised to the power T.